Hello students, today we will start new chapter light. After hearing this word, the first question which comes in our mind is what is light? Can we see light? Actually we can't see light, it is the invisible form of energy that causes a sensation of vision. According to the latest quantum theory, light is a form of energy which produces in our eyes the sensation of sight. Now, nature of light. Nobody has really understood what light really is. Newton first came up with his corpuscular model of light. This theory considers light as a particle. It could not, however, explain the entire phenomenon of light. Then Huygens came up with his wave theory of light. After his came Maxwell's electromagnetic theory of light. Later on, the phenomenon of photoelectric effect and Compton effect brought back the importance of the corpuscular theory. Though it was long abandoned, this created a lot of controversy about light being a wave or a particle. One supporting light as a particle and the other supporting light as a wave. So, first we will discuss corpuscular model. According to this model, the first point is light traveled in a straight line. And second point is light was reflected off smooth surfaces and the laws of reflection were known. Third point is light changed direction when it passed from one medium to another medium. So, to explain the behavior of light, Newton in his book Optics proposed the corpuscular theory of light. The corpuscular model is perhaps the simplest model of light. According to it, a luminous body emits a stream of particles in all directions. Facts explained by this theory. First is it explained the rectilinear propagation of light which results in the formation of shadows. Rectilinear propagation of light which results in the formation of shadows. Second is for traveling the light waves, no medium required. Light can propagate through the vacuum. So no medium required for its propagation. And third, easy explanation of laws of reflection and refraction. And next point is explanation of color of light. It means particles of different sizes give rise to the sensation of different colors on the retina of the eye. Next point, explanation of dispersion. Means particles of different sizes refract at different angles. So these are some facts. Now unscientific side of Newton. Let us have a look at the shadow formed by the point source. We expect that the rays to move along straight lines following the law of rectilinear propagation to form the shadow. We expect the shadow to be completely dark. But it is not so. Some light has encroached into the shadow due to bending of light at the edges of the object. This phenomenon of bending of light around the edges is called diffraction. The phenomenon of diffraction is due to the wave-like motion of light, which this model failed to explain. Realizing the importance of diffraction, Newton carried out some crucial experiments, but when he found that the corpuscular theory couldn't to be made to fit in, he calmly dropped the experiments, saying that he was rather busy. Now, next model is the wave model. Huygens first proposed the wave theory of light in the latter part of 17th century. Fresnel and Thomas Young carried the work further. They could explain diffraction and interference with the wave model. They could also explain the laws of reflection and refraction through this model. So, what is the real nature of light? Light can neither be considered just as a wave nor just as a particle, but behaves both as a wave and as a particle. So light can be considered to be wavical. Wavical means having nature, wave as well as particle, as the physicists call it in jest. So in the end we can say that light, while it propagates, is an electromagnetic and a transverse wave, and while interacting with matter it behaves as a particle. Now, composition of light. Light waves consist of energy packed called quanta. These energy packets were called photons by Einstein. According to Max Planck, the energy present in a quanta is given by the formula E equals to h into nu, where h is Planck constant and its value is 6.625 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joule into second, and here nu is the frequency of light which is carrying the photon. Now we will draw a table consisting of wavelength and frequencies of some colors in VibGuide. So a table in which wavelength and frequencies of some color in VibGuide. VibGuide means 7 color of a spectrum: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Red colors are given. The table is first column of table represent the color. Second column of this table, wavelength of light in meter, and third column is frequency in second inverse. So first color is violet. The wavelength of violet is 4300 into 10 raised to power minus 10 meter, and the frequency is 6976 into 10 raised to power 11. Next color is indigo. The wavelength of indigo is 4800 into 10 raised to power minus 10 and the frequency is 6250 into 10 raised to power 11. Next is blue. The wavelength of blue is 5050 into 10 raised to power minus 10 while frequency is 5940 into 10 raised to power 11 second inverse. For green color, wavelength is 5300 into 10 raised to power minus 10 and frequency is 5660 into 10 raised to power 11. Next is yellow. Wavelength of yellow is 5800 into 10 raised to power minus 10 and the frequency is 5172 into 10 raised to power 11. Now, next color is orange. Wavelength of orange color is 6300 into 10 raised to power minus 10 and frequency is 4761 into 10 raised to power 11 Hertz. Last color is red color and the wavelength of red color is 6800 into 10 raised to power minus 10 and its frequency is 4411 into 10 raised to power 11. As this table is showing, wavelength and frequencies are inversely related. The color which has the maximum wavelength and hence the minimum frequency is red light. So wavelength and frequencies are inversely related. The color which has the maximum wavelength and hence the minimum frequency is red light. The color which has the minimum wavelength and hence the maximum frequency is the violet color. So we know that frequency, hence among the 7 colors frequency is maximum for violet and hence its photon is the most energetic. Now next is some definition related to light. Some terms related to light. First is luminous bodies. Bodies which emit light or their on or act as sources of light are called luminous bodies. For example, sun, star, candle, bulb. Next is non-luminous object. Non-luminous object, bodies which do not emit but reflect light from the self-luminous sources are called non-luminous bodies. For example, moon, planets like Earth. Third is homogeneous medium. Homogeneous medium, it is an optical medium which possesses identical physical properties at every point. For example, air, water, glass, etc. Third is heterogeneous medium. Heterogeneous medium, it is an optical medium wherein physical properties are not the same throughout. For example, quartz, mica, etc. Next, transparent medium. Transparent medium, substances through which light passes entirely. For example, air, water, glass, etc. And next medium is opaque medium. Opaque medium means medium through which light cannot pass. For example, wood, iron, etc. Next is translucent, or you can say semi-transparent medium. Substances which partially allow light to pass through them are known as translucent. For example, greased paper, paraffin wax, etc. Frosted glass. Next is ray of light. Ray of light. Light travels in a straight line. This straight line is called a ray. Next, beam of light. A beam of light consists of a bundle of rays, means this is known as beam of light. Next, parallel beam of light. When the constituent rays in a beam are parallel to each other, it is called a parallel beam of light. This is known as parallel beam of light. Next is divergent beam of light. A collection of the constituent rays which spread into various directions is called a divergent beam. Rays originating from a point source is a divergent beam, as shown in figure. These are straight line. So these are known as divergent beam. A lamp emits a divergent beam. Next, convergent beam of light. When all rays in a beam moves towards a point, the beam is said to be convergent beam. Rays meeting at a point source is a convergent beam of light. For example, as shown in figure, as we have told in definition, rays meeting at a point source. This beam is known as convergent beam of light.